Well, everybody, welcome back to the AKM Podcast. I'm going to start calling it now. New setting for me, obviously, in the kitchen at my mum's. So hope you're all doing well. Seano's with me tonight. I think Martin mentioned he'll be with us by 7:30. Is that right? I think so.
I think so. You never know with Martin. Martin will probably see this and he'll probably think that we're doing like one of these, I don't know, come eat with me fucking programs. I don't know.
That's probably true. That's probably true. So yeah, guys, make sure you're obviously hitting the like button and sharing this and that lot and everything, so we can get more people in with the topic. So obviously with the whole oh crap, I pressed wrong button on my thing. Sorry guys.
Press the wrong button.
With the whole international break and everything that's going on, there's not much Liverpool news-wise to talk about. So I thought we'd do an episode where, I want to ask the big question when we get to it, the what if, and I want to do it from both sides. What if the three players do leave? What if the three players stay? How does that affect Liverpool's summer transfer window next year, shall we say, and the club's future as well? Because I think it's important to the club's future as well. But before we go any further, guys, obviously, I just want to make a couple of announcements. Well, not announcements, but a couple of statements, shall we say. So I have started a new AKM Games channel where I'm doing...
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm covering gaming news. If you go on YouTube, type in Games AKM, it'll pop up. Pop over and subscribe if you're interested, guys. You don't have to if you're not interested. The plan is obviously to start doing a few live streams over there, but you need 50 subscribers before you can live stream. I didn't know that. So if I can get that 50 subscriber mark, I'll be buzzing over there. And then all fairness, I'm not really after 1,000 and not that. But speaking of 1,000 as well, I want to just give a big shout out to Copites of Anfield, Gareth Turner. He's hit 1,000 now. Don't think he's fully monetized yet. I think he's got to hit the watch hours marker. But, a massive well done to him. I know he put a lot of grit and determination into it. And it takes a lot of effort, to be fair, as well. Like, people can give you as much help as you want, but if you're not ready to put the dedication in, the time, the effort, it ain't going to work for you. So, massive congratulations to Gareth for that. Other than that, guys, we have also in partnership with Fibersportmemorabilia. So I'm just going to roll the tape, as they say. This video is in partnership with Fibersportmemorabilia, whose mission is simple, guys, to provide sports fans, collectors and enthusiasts with a diverse selection of authentic sports memorabilia that captures the essence of sporting greatness. From autographed jerseys and boots to game-worn equipment and limited edition prints, their collection will be the treasure trove of sporting history. They take great pride in their commitment to authenticity and ensure that every item they offer undergoes a meticulous verification process. Every item that they sell is an authentic item obtained by themselves and only by themselves, leaving no room for doubt. I'd like to take this moment to thank Fibersportmemorabilia for being the partner of AKM LFC. So there you have it, guys. The AKM LFC partnership with Fibersportmemorabilia. Today also as well, guys, other than the AKM Games channel, which you can go and subscribe to if you won't mind, guys, we're also bringing back the quiz. We're going to do the quiz at 8 o'clock, and I think that's going to be a weekly thing now. I think every Monday, 8 o'clock. If you can't join us at the beginning, just know at least 8 o'clock the quiz starts, and we'll go through the rules when we get a little bit closer to that. Because obviously we had a few. What shall we say? The word is a few. I don't know what to say, so I'm waiting for you to give me the word, mate.
I don't know what word.
A few issues, shall we say, with the questions. So basically, we'll cover that when we get close to it. But without any further ado, let's just get into it, mate. Like, I feel like I'm waffling a little bit here today. That's 5 minutes waffling. So before we go any further, we've got Gavin with us in the chat today.
We have Gavin.
And, I know he can't really get to see the stream very often, but he sent me some very interesting messages over on X. And just so you know, guys, my teething problems. Yes, Gareth. Thank you, Gareth. That's what I was looking for. Gavin, sorry, not Gareth. So, yeah, he sent me a few messages, and I feel like it's the kind of good talking point, Seano. And I know these are going to take you a little bit by surprise because you don't know in advance. But he sent me these the other day. So he said, "It looks like Alonso's going to Real Madrid, mate. That pick that Trent put up the other day after we beat Leverkusen now makes sense. Gavin honestly thinks that he's a local lad. He's seen what Stevie G did, stayed loyal. When to be honest, Stevie G played in the worst teams and worse managers than what Trent had. Take Rafa and Kenny out of it. Steve played under horrible managers, Hodgson and Rodgers. Trent's attitude, I'd say, last year anyway. It's his last year this year, he's basically saying. Anyway, he's had Madrid player written all over him. I won't be sad. He's going just a bit hurt for the club that gave him his chance, and he's going to leave on a free. He said it's really rotten." How's that for a talking point? What do you think about
that? Well, I've seen pictures with a entourage surrounding him, like as if he's either filming something, kind of a promotion where he's signed a contract, or kind of a goodbye, I'm leaving at the end of the season. So it's hard to really know what's going to happen. I am pretty sure that he's leaving. That's not clickbait. That's just an opinion. That's how I feel. I think he's going. I think he's, his mind is made up. That's what I think.
Yeah, I've seen that video doing the rounds, and I don't really know what to think of it. It doesn't look like to me that it's a hype video for signing a new contract. I mean, he's walking around the field in a coat. Like,
well, you wouldn't really see kind of like the making of a hyped up video, because then it's not hyped up.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Have you seen videos like this before with Klopp leaving, where he's standing out in the middle of the field and he's looking at the cop? So I reckon, I don't know. That's what I think, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Ricky's saying he's still pissed about the quiz last week.
And we'll also mention that the fact that Gareth Turner, aka Cop Bites of Anfield, after hitting his 1,000 fair play, and he owes it to himself and the work he puts in. That's it. But he won the quiz there. The first Seano's World Friends quiz, exclusive now to AKM Live.
Good evening, Richard the Red. Hope you're doing well in Timu, Seano. That's stuck now, isn't it? So the next one I got from Gavin was he's fought it over the last few days, ever since I did the poll on the stream last week, and we were talking about it the other night, because me and Gavin were talking over messages. He said that Virgil and Salah very clearly want to stay, but Trent's not saying anything. It's disrespectful to slot, in his opinion. I can look at it both sides. We shouldn't be in a position where in 6 weeks more Van Dijk and Trent can speak to other clubs for a free transfer. The handling of this has been a shambles. It seems Trent was loyal to Klopp, not Liverpool.
I don't know whether you could say that. I mean, he's a born Scouser, so you can't say that he was loyal to Klopp and not Liverpool. I disagree with that completely. I think the way Liverpool have handled their business and their contract negotiations has been abysmal. And I think when you leave players on the lurch like that, they have to look elsewhere. It's their career at the end of the day. So, I mean, imagine, you've been going down to the last second or the last minute of your contract, not knowing whether you have a job or not knowing, like, obviously that's not going to happen for him, but not knowing where your future is. I mean, obviously there's planning ahead. If he's going to go to Real Madrid, if he has kids or if he needs to buy a house or whatever, he needs to move his shit over to Madrid, then that obviously takes a bit of time to do that. So, I don't think it's great handling by Liverpool, and I love the club very much. I don't think it's you can say, well, you can make a load of excuses as to why this has not been done yet. Thing is it hasn't been done, and this player needs to know where he's at the end of the season or next season. No,
yeah, I agree. I mean, I will say though as well, like I know you can look at it both ways why Trent's not saying anything, but I will agree it does speak volumes that you've got Van Dijk and Salah actually coming out and speaking about it.
But does that not show loyalty to the club by not saying anything?
Well, that was what I was going to say. That was the other side where I was like, he's trying to do it the Liverpool way, keeping it quiet, and not putting pressure on the club publicly. But yeah, it's by the by. What will be, Liverpool have lost, no offense to Trent, better players in the past and are still here, still succeeded. I'd be gutted if he does go, in all fairness, I will be. But I've got to be honest as well, we've kind of got a ready-made replacement already in the team. So it's not like we're going to be scraping around looking for a right-back when we've already got Conor Bradley that I think may not be at Trent's level right now, but he's ready to step into the team, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still have to then get a replacement for Bradley, if you know what I mean. So if Bradley is moving up in the team, then we have to have then a sub. And we can't necessarily depend on Gomez because we don't know where Gomez is going either. Whether he's going to be sold or not.
So I want to highlight this from Gavin. The Athletic reported that Kwanzaa's new contract took 4 months and it was the easiest to do. It makes you think what Hughes and the new structure have been doing, which is true. I think we'll see Ibu sign a contract before we see Van Dijk or anyone sign a deal.
Probably.
I kind of expected, not going to lie, I thought we'd have seen a contract announcement this week. I honestly thought that one of them was going to... I believe, I've got nothing to back it up, this is just a gut feeling from me, I believe that one of them has already signed, but they're just keeping it hush-hush right now. And I thought they were going to announce that this week, but it hadn't happened, so...
Maybe they will. Yeah, maybe they will.
Scott says that he's not asked if he goes. He thinks he'll flop at Madrid. He'll be a small fish in a big pond, won't he? Like, he won't be the superstar over there or anything like that. So, Richard the Red thinks that Bradley's better. Trent's better at free kicks. Gavin reckons that Van Dijk gets announced in the next few days. Scott, if a player can't see how exciting the new slot area looks like, then let him go.
But you see, this is the problem, not slot. This is the problem, Scott, that we have now is that we're all looking at kind of villainizing the player. If we had done our business early and not left it down to the last 4 or 5 months of someone's contract, we wouldn't be in this problem. So we've only got ourselves to blame if we lose Trent.
I've got something else here to read out that Scott sent me the other day. This is from a Feyenoord fan. He says that I think the build-up pattern... Basically, let me just give you the gist of it. So basically, this Feyenoord fan says that Liverpool are yet to witness the true brilliance of Arne Slot. So basically, it goes on to say... I think the build-up patterns look very much alike. The goalkeeper holding onto the ball, then playing it to the 6 who plays it to the left back or the right back, then going into overdrive from there. Personally, I think he wants some more midfield control like we had at Feyenoord on a lower level. I am almost sure a ball-playing 6 like Zubimendi was the first player he asked for. Wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool are still in for him. Another alternative is Frankie de Jong, who would be perfect for this style. Knowing Slot, he is looking to replace at least 3 or 4 players already. He is good at playing the players he inherited, but his best quality is building a new team. He is ruthless and has no problem shipping away fan favourites. If Liverpool fans think they are playing great now, they should be totally excited for next season.
Well, that sounds all well and good, but at the end of the day, he does not have say over what players come in. I'm sure he has somewhat of a say, but it's Hughes who gets to wheel and deal. And if he's waiting on players to come in, he could be waiting a while.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything that Gavin sent me, to be fair. But if that's true, that's quite interesting and quite exciting, to be fair. I won't lie. Let's catch up with some of these comments. I don't want to lose them. Ricky, if he goes, then he isn't getting anywhere near the same amount of love at Madrid as he does here. One bad game and he'll get so much abuse, he'll wish he were back at Anfield. Richard the Red, Slot is amazing so far, a genius. Gavin again, Babella of Brighton. Yeah, okay. I can see that one, mate. Scott, he gets you. I've said before how much lack of organisation there's been with the contracts. However, we don't know how much he actually wanted to sign over the last year or so, which is kind of true, I guess. And then Ricky says, I agree, the club is at fault for not getting this stuff done, but there's no reason why Hughes can't get it sorted. So far, to me, he isn't doing good enough of a job. Yeah.
Well, according to Ornstein, he's doing a fantastic job, and that anyone that is in the know shouldn't really... anyone that isn't in the know and isn't in that world has no room to criticize, according to what Ornstein is saying. But I don't buy that for 1 minute.
Yeah. So I think, Sean, what I want to touch on now, while we're kind of talking about these contracts and everything, is this this Troy Deeney stuff. Now, I think he's doing it for just clicks, because it just don't make any fucking sense what he said, to be fair. Like, I think he's just trying to get a bit of portfolio out there by himself or whatever, and, you know, say something that's going to generate engagement, shall we say. So,
well, yeah, I mean, a lot of radio DJs, you know, especially in Ireland, and don't ask me why I know this, but a lot of them kind of, especially chat shows and radios, they create controversy so that they can kind of get people to kind of ring in and be disgusted. But I mean, his quote was, my argument has always been that I just don't think he's world class. Well, that's not an argument, that's a statement. But world class is just a different opinion. What I think of world class is, would I want my kids to play like that player? That's what I think is world class. I don't think he actually knows what he's saying. And I don't think I even did it justice to how stupid I sounded even reading that. The guy is breaking records left, right, and centre.
Yeah, you shared something on our Facebook page, guys. If you've not already followed our Facebook page, it's Facebook Adam Naylor LFC. Is that right?
Adam Naylor LFC,
yeah. Go give it a like, guys, if you want to keep up with everything that's going on with the channel. Seano is doing really good at managing that over there, and I do appreciate him for doing so. But you did put a post up earlier with all the records that Salah's got and everything like that. So that's what I was looking for earlier as well.
So I mean, these are just, you know, some of the records that he's. So in all competitions, Salah has scored 220 goals for Liverpool in 366 games. Win ratio 64.48%. Wins 236, draws 68, losses 62. Games to goal ratio 1.66. Games to assist ratio 3.77. Honours: 2017 African Football of the Year, 2018 African Footballer of the Year, 2018-22 PFA Player of the Year, 2018-2022 Players Writer Football of the Year, 2017-18 Premier League Player of the Season, 2018-19 and 22 Premier League Golden Boot, 22 Premier League Playmaker of the Season, Champions League 2019, European Cup, European Super Cup 2019, FIFA Club World Cup 2019, Premier League 2019-20, League Cup 2022, FA Cup 2022, total games, goals opposite 1/10. I don't know what that means. League games, goals, assists, 261, 163, 74. Goals, total games, goals and assists, 366. 221 and 97. So Troy, shut the fuck up. You're a championship player at best. You haven't a clue.
What I'm going to just go through some of his comments, but I do have a little thing I want to say at the end of that. But so Scott's saying that Troy Deeney is the most deluded ex-pro about. Gavin Morgan, Deeney couldn't cut it in the championship. Richard the Red, short comment to cause people to call in and get talking. It's done for views like Ratface Neville does. Ricky, for someone with such a massive head, Deeney has a tiny brain.
Exactly.
Gavin Morgan, one season wonder. Richard the Red, never liked Troy Deeney, to be honest. Seems a right tool. Scott, not bad for a one season wonder. And then Martin Mason's giving me a super chat for a shirt because I'm skint.
Martin.
Cheers, Martin, mate. Thank you for that. And he just said, Richard the Red said he'd love Troy Deeney to turn up in the chat.
That'd be great.
Find it, mate. But I don't always like doing devil's advocate, shall we say, but I just wonder if the whole Messi and Ronaldo situation is kind of like watered down what world class means. Do you know what I mean? Because
I think the Ballon d'Or has watered down world class. The Ballon d'Or is meant to be the thing that makes you world class or not. And to me, it's political. That's political. Salah has been treated appallingly bad in turn and disrespected appallingly bad with the Ballon d'Or. You have Messi and Ronaldo winning it and whatever, and I mean they're playing in the MLS and fucking the Saudi league respectively. I don't know who won it who won it this year. Rodri, yeah. I mean, do you honestly think that he's better than Salah?
No, I mean, I think there could be a few things involved. Like, I think back when Mane and Salah were doing really well, like, I think there could have been the whole African thing around it, you know, like where, say if one of them, like when one of them, I think, won the African Cup of Nations, it's kind of looked down upon. It's not like it's a big thing, you know, so I wonder if that was one of the things as well regarding it. But I wonder if because Messi and Ronaldo set such high standards and people have grown up like in that era that they don't see it anymore. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm talking shit, but I can admit that Messi and Ronaldo are probably better players, had better careers so far than Salah has, but they both played for the best teams in the world at the moment at the time when they were playing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I like, to be honest with you, you've got to go on merit and merit alone. To have Declan Rice, you know, in the squad of the year and not Mo Salah is a fucking. I mean, you can say, well, you know, we have to win something in order to be, you know, in the squad of the year. Okay, well, what did Declan Rice win? Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm sorry, but it has to be based on merit, and the stats speak for themselves. Your man Gabby from what's his face, Talk Sport, and this Troy Deeney fella, all talking crap because they are. I mean, I don't want to sound like John Terry. I'm talking about the quality of football that they've played in their career. But they can't hold a candle to Mohammed Salah, the Egyptian king, and forever the Egyptian king. There's no one that can hold a candle to that man. And he I mean, look, do I need to say more on?
No, you don't at all, mate. I think that, it's just like you say, there's a lot of stuff that goes on and it's all political. So I feel like we've got to catch up on some comments here, mate, before we move on. So let me just move up a little bit. It's hard doing this on a MacBook. Gavin said, do you think that's hatred towards Liverpool, though? It's affecting that? I don't know.
It's their problem if it is. I mean, you know, Salah is the type of player that plays for the team. You know, if he gets like personal accolades, well for him, but I think he's more interested in the accolades that he gets as a team player.
I kind of agree with that, to be fair. Big up Jamie Phillips Football Chats, guys. If you've not done so already, go subscribe to his channel. Really, really good Liverpool channel. He does watch-alongs. I think you do watch-alongs as well for other things as well, and something else in it. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called the Big Up or something? I think I've seen that, mate. Go give Jamie a subscribe, guys. Hope you're doing well, pal. Scott says if Salah was Spanish or French or something like that, he would be a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah, he would be. He would be.
Martin Mason, world class is Pele, Ronaldo, Kaká, Carlos, not pompous pricks these days.
Absolutely, Martin. Yeah, absolutely.
Ricky, if I was left on a desert island with Dini and a tin of beans, I'd speak to the tin of beans and ignore Dini. Ricky, African players are disrespected when it comes to awards. Yeah, they are. To be fair, I kind of seen that somewhere else. Even if Frankie JD, hope you're doing well, pal. Scott, it's all rigged. Remember when Lavastog? Yeah, yes, Lewandowski. Yeah, when the Ballon d'Or got cancelled because of COVID. And that guy was on setting records, scoring goals for fun. And oh my days, yes, that was robbed from him. He should have definitely won it that year. Fucking hell. Richard the Red, Declan Rice over Salah, no way, too funny. I don't even think Salah was in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or this year.
It wasn't.
I don't think he was nominated. I can't remember.
No.
Vinicius' numbers were lower than Salah's, so Dini obviously wants his kids to inspire to being the best and flipping donut. But yeah, that's the Dini stuff. Like, let's just not give it any more gas in air, guys. It's just not worth talking about, is it really? It's just, yeah. As Doug just said there, what a way to finish it off. Troy Dini has a lot to say for a very average footballer.
Exactly.
You couldn't have come up with a better comment then, lad, at that time. Honestly. On the money there, Doug. Rivaling Richard the Red and Miscusi for the...
Oh, is Miscusi there?
No, he's not here tonight just yet. So, what else we're going to talk about? Was there anything else we want to do? It was just the what ifs, really, wasn't it?
The what ifs.
So, what the question is, guys, for this little segment I want to do. Martin's going to be on in 10 minutes. What if is the question, obviously, of this podcast today, and I want to have a discussion now with Seano, and we'll get Martin's view when he comes on as well. Let's start off with the negative and we can end on a positive. So, what if, Sean, I'll ask you the question first. What if all three of them leave? I want to know what you think the impact of that will have on the club. What impact will that have on the transfer window going forward? And do you think as well there will be any long-term ramifications of them leaving? I'll hand the floor over to you.
What if? Well, I think if they, I would like to think that our fan base would kick up a fuss over it, because they're already going on, or the Spirit of Shankly are going on about how fans are being exploited. And if you listen to the Boston Red Sox fans, and you talk about, and when they have heard that, well, in order to keep a basketball or a baseball club running, you have to increase the cost of tickets. And their argument is, well, you have to put something to watch, out there on the pitch for it to be marketable, if you know what I mean. And I think if you're going to get rid of three of your most important players, yes, there's no player bigger than Liverpool Football Club. However, life without Salah, without Virgil, without Trent, if they were to go in January, is big trouble. If they were to go at the end of the season, you're then looking at, well, okay, what's this war chest going to be like? And we've heard about war chests till we're blue in the face, and nothing has materialized out of it. We're still trying to replace Genie, and Genie left how many seasons ago? So if, let's say, for example, all three of them leave at the end of the season and not in January, then we need to bring in a serious amount of players, because not only are we thinking about replacing those three, we're also talking about whoever else leaves. For example, Kelleher. We're also looking at other players that are going to end up in the last remaining 12 months of their contract. We need to sort that out. We need to look at a defensive midfielder. We need to look at a right back. We need to now look at a left back, possibly and certainly a centre back, and possibly a striker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, maybe 6 players at the very least. Now, when have you seen FSG do that? So it could be put on the long finger. They could bring in players from underage, from the youth. That's probably what you'll see. The fans' reaction, I don't think they'll be too happy. There'll be some fans that are stupid enough to believe the media and the liners, and they will probably villainize these players, saying, "Oh, they wanted more money. They wanted more money." But that's what I think. What if they leave?
Cool. Before I go into mine, it's got a few comments I want to catch up on. So Cranky JD says, question for you, Sean, I guess. What if all 3 leave after winning 2 or 3 trophies?
Still the same outcome. I mean, what about next season? Are we just going to give up now that we won 2 or 3 trophies this season? You know, our whole objective is to be competitive and continue to be competitive. Otherwise, what are we in the sport for? You might as well shut up shop.
Gavin Cons, losing 3 of our star players won't believe in the project that Slots tries to present when signing players. Yep, that was one of my points, to be fair. Scott, there'll be pitchforks outside Anfield like the Simpsons movie. Do you know what?
I don't think there will be.
I was literally going to say, like, I reckon. Oh my God, when we were talking, I don't mean to plug something, guys. It's behind a paywall right now. But when we did the Frank Carlisle AKM After Hours podcast, he spoke about the spin that the Americans do, FSG, obviously. I literally can't wait. That'd be one thing I'd look forward to. And I know that's maybe a stupid thing to say, but I would love to see the PR spin that would come out of the club if all 3 of them were to walk away.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hold on, sorry, Sean, 1 minute. And the last and the toe the liners, as you like to call them, how they will peddle that message to the 10th degree. Like, if that was to happen, I mean, if it was to happen, and these toe the liner YouTube page that we know we know who we're talking about, we don't have to name them. If they were to actually come out and say something negative about the club, the owners, whatever, I would hold my hand up and be like, you know what, fair play. But I don't expect it to happen whatsoever. I just don't. And then just lastly, Sean, before I let you go, the pros are make the club come together, show potential new signings that to believe in the project Slot is trying to present. Yeah, exactly. So, sorry, Sean, what were you going to say?
No, without a doubt, what you'll see is the PR spin will be these players left because they weren't offered enough money. So what they will do is they will create a witch hunt on those 3 players. Despite it being true or false, they will do that in order to hold on to their exclusives and hold on to the perks. And people have got to wise up. There's been so much, information out there, and so much, people can, do their own thinking and think outside the box without having some fucking smiley folk that is jetting off here, jetting off there, getting his, exclusives with Klopp, getting his exclusive or Arnie, getting in the press conference. Guarantee if he spoke out once, or if any of them spoke out once about the club, they would not have their exclusives. We know this. We know this. And far too many people are getting caught up in that. Let's not be as deluded as Arsenal Fan TV or even, the Man City fans. Let's call a spade here. I think all 3 players, the 2 players, Mo and Virgil wants to stay at that club. I think Trent, if they had offered him a contract before this, he would have stayed. I think if we had got Jude, he would have definitely stayed. But I think what will happen is the press will will focus their attention on Sloot, and they will say it's Sloot's fault and not Richard Hughes. And bear in mind, Richard Hughes is the man that does the contracts, brings in the players and sells the players. That's how it was packaged to us.
Yep.
So don't believe that Sloot can't attract big names or can't keep players on the pitch. He's already done a fantastic job. Yeah. But he's going to be let down.
I mean, I know that I think there's one thing, just as like an aside to this, I think there is one player that you could actually look at whose Sloot has improved already, and you could kind of use him as a potential benchmark of this is what you could become, and that's Ryan Gravenberch. I think if you was a player coming into Liverpool and Slot was like, I'll improve you, I can get the best out of you, all you got to do is look at Ryan. He's probably the best midfielder in the Premier League this year.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Before I get going, just need to catch up again. So Gav said that FSG has too many fanboys, which is true. He bets that Slot will have to front it and protect FSG, Hughes and Edwards. Ricky, how do you replace Salah, Van Dijk when they're the best? They should be signed up and we should be looking for their replacements while they're with us. Well, that's how a well-run football club is, Ricky. Richard the Red, it says that Gav is right. And then Gavin also said that Darwin, his workmate, has improved as well. And Scott's also added Kanate in this. Hey, guys, keep it coming. Like, these players, I agree with 100%. Probably Gakpo as well. You could probably chuck in there as well.
Gakpo, absolutely.
Salah as well, if you compare him to last year, he's improved as well. Like, I'm just saying, these are all case studies to show that Slot's a good manager, good coach, whatever. And that's one of the things that you could use as potential come to Liverpool type thing. But yeah, for me, the what ifs, if they leave, I kind of agree. I agree with everything you said there, Seano. And I agree with what Gavin said. It lowers the club's stature worldwide. Becomes potentially maybe of a less of appealing place to come and play. It shows lack of, I guess the word is, oh my days, why have I got brain fog today?
It's Monday. It happens.
Lack of investment, but also lack of ambition. That's what I was looking for. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lack of ambition is in being able to. We're here to win. We're not just here to fucking. We're not here to just get top four. We want to achieve more than top four. We're going to go win the league, the FA Cup, the Carabao, the Champions League. We want to win it all. Like, it shows lack of that if you let them three players go, because Salah and Van Dijk are in their prime still. Like, it may sound weird saying that about some 30-year-old players, and most players obviously don't do that. But Van Dijk's in a position where, Maldini were playing into his late 30s. Like, and he was still one of the best centre-backs in the world. You've got Mo Salah, who is, he may have lost a bit of pace, but he has still got the killer instinct. And it's not even just, when I say killer instinct, I don't just mean that by scoring goals. I mean that by finding the pass. Like, there's been a few passes this year when he's pulled it off, and I was like, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that from the TV, and we've got better angles, and he's done it. So there's that. I think it kind of as well probably has an impact on the players that you already have, because Absolutely. It will probably show them that no matter what you do for this club, there's a benchmark where they will not go over that line. Doesn't care if you're a homegrown player, doesn't matter if you've won everything at the club already and you're coming off probably one of the most successful periods in the club's, well, no, I take that back. The most successful period in Liverpool's most recent history in this century, like in the last however long, well, I don't know, maybe not century, but you know what I mean, this past couple of decades at least.
Yeah.
The club won't reward you. Don't matter what you do, don't matter what you win, don't matter how many records you break, don't matter what you, anything like that. the club will not reward you for what you do. You get paid to do your job. When your contract's up, see you later. Like,
it's also going to have a snowball effect, though. Sorry for interrupting, because I know I've talked about it, but it's kind of going to have a snowball effect on the existing players, because they're going to like, well, where's the ambition? I'm not interested in a 5-year plan. I'm interested in success now. So you're going to see the players that are down to a 12-month contract considering, well, maybe this isn't the club for me, because maybe your ambitions aren't aligned with mine.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring Martin in so he can join us. Hi, Martin. How you doing, mate?
Hi, mate.
Hi, Martin.
I don't want to talk to you. How's it going?
Not bad. How are you doing? You look a bit tired, to be fair, mate.
I'm shattered, mate. I've just scoffed my tea down. Just had some chicken and what was it? Chicken cheese with garlic. It was really good.
Sounds nice.
Don't you go with your shopping list, Sean. You don't need to.
I don't know if you've been watching, but we've just been doing like the pros and cons. If what if? Sorry. What if the 3 players leave and what if the 3 players stay? So I think I've pretty much just finished off my if they go. If they stay, it's the polar opposite of everything I've just said. So
yeah,
it shows the club's got ambition. It shows that the players that are gonna, if they stay, they're gonna have a reward further down the line, like it's worth staying. It shows that people believe in what Slot's trying to do. It also as well will entice people to come to the club that want to stay. Like, I think if you're signed as the Mo Salah replacement or the Virgil van Dijk replacement, it'd be better for them still to be at the club rather than them having left the club.
Yeah.
And then you're having to step in straight away. There'll be so much pressure on them players. I mean, I for one kind of think that that's what happened with Naby Keita. I think we blew him up so much. Like we signed him. We waited a year to sign him. Steven Gerrard personally handed him the number 8 shirt. I think it was, as much as he got injured and everything like that, I think there was too much pressure put on Naby Keita. I really do. Because he was a really good player in the Bundesliga. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, I guess, with that. So, Martin, what do you think about the if they were to leave?
Well, if the 3 of them go, I think we could call it Liverpool FC laughing stock of the Premier League. Just 1 second. Louis Jack, quiet down a bit, mate. I think Van Dijk's going to sign. I'm not convinced the other 2 are signing. And even on that, it's like we're still a laughing stock. We let Genie go. We've let all them decent players all leave for free. We haven't really replaced many of them. It's just heartbreaking to see it.
But what if all 3? So like the question is, Martin, what do you think will happen if all 3 of them go? What do you think the spin is going to be? What do you think?
Well, I think it's hard because I've not really kept up to date with what's gone on this past week. But I think Salah's going, and we're going to try our hardest to get that other kid who's coming in to replace, what's his name? Is it? Yeah, it's just, I'd rather have the 3 of who we've got than having to retrain, like Adam said on the other one with Kate Naby and stuff. If we're going to get these players in, then we need to have them come in before the others go, to teach them where we need to go. Fucking children. I hate children.
but if like the whole thing is what if. So if the 3 players go, like what do you think is going to happen?
I think FSG won't feed the club. I don't think they'll put into it. He maybe replace 1 player, and then they'll look from bringing the lads who have gone out on loan, bring them back, get them in the team for a while, cash in, and the rest of the money that they could have spent on the things, I think it's going to go over to Boston Red Sox. I really do. I have no confidence in this team. You know, I've always been FSG out. They've done a few good minor things, but now if these three go, I don't think the fans are going to stand for it. They were going to be forced into selling this club.
I hope so, but I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope that they all three sign. What do you think? I've just got two things to ask you, Martin. Have you seen the video going around of Trent being filmed by LFC TV? People are thinking that it's potentially an announcement video of him that he's signed a contract. Seano mentioned it could be him saying goodbye. It could just be an interview. Fuck knows. But
well, yesterday I actually seen Trent yesterday in Manchester Christmas markets walking around perfectly fine, doing nothing. You know, he didn't look like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. He looked quite comfortable, to be honest. You know, when you just look at them and you think, there's no pressure on him. If he's got things going on, is he going to be out in public? Is he going to be like, knowing damn well people are going to be like, are you going to sign? Are you going to sign? Something's definitely gone on.
Yeah.
You know,
I've always kind of been of the opinion that one of them's already signed. And I kind of expected it to happen this week, like an announcement or something, but we've still got rest at week, obviously, but it doesn't look like that's going that way. No. I would love for Trent to be done before we play Real Madrid.
Trent's going to be injured that game anyway.
Yeah, true.
And I don't believe he's rejected multiple contract offers. I don't believe that at all.
No, it's not down to money. It's down to being offered a contract.
It's down to FSG's where they see in this club going and what is there security in this team. You know, is there going to be backing for the other lads coming through? Have they got a road where they're going? In which direction is Slot going to get?
I think
is he going to get the backing?
Well, that's a good point. And I mean, I was just looking at Scott's message. He says, I reckon if all three sign, they'll spend fuck all next summer. And I reckon that's what's going to happen. I don't think that's what will happen. I think, having spoken to a few people, including Frank Carlisle, Frank reckons that all three of them will sign contract before the Christmas, and that it will be kind of, but these are like new players. These are as good as new signings, and
that's what they'll come out as.
I think that's how it will appease the fans, that while we're not making any signings this winter, we have sorted out the contracts of three of our most important players.
Precisely, and he'll come out and he'll say, well, we haven't been able to afford to go out and buy new players because we've given you the fans the free players you wanted to keep. So our funds have now gone into X, Y, and Z on like contracts and all this, that, and the other. And it'll all come down to Michael Edwards. It'll come from Michael Edwards or Roberto, whatever his name is. And as if it's like they've done us a favour.
Yeah. I mean, I did a video on the whole wage thing the other day. I'll show you guys the.
I watched that and I was like, wow.
I've still looked at it.
And they didn't even go on about the kids who they let go.
Yeah. So this is the top 5 earners at Liverpool, and I know there's more than 5 there, but that's because 4 players all earn the same amount of money. But for me, like looking at Salah at top, he's on 350k. I don't think he gets a pay rise on that. I think he gets given the same or a little bit of a reduced one, but spread out over more years. So it's more in the long run. Van Dijk, offer him another 80 grand, so he's 300k.
Yeah.
Trent, I'd give him another, what would it be? 70, put him on 250, because he's got another big payout contract in him, because he's still only young. Whereas Van Dijk and Salah, this is their last big payday for a European club, in my opinion anyway. You've got Robbo 160, and then you've got Maka, Chiesa, Alisson, and Gravenberch all on 150k. Now, my point is that You lost Thiago last year. He was on 200k a week. So let's just say that that's gone into Chiesa. You've still got 50k left over there. You've lost Matip, who I think, I might be wrong, was on between 100 to 120k a week. Let's just go with the lower number, 100k. That's 150k you've got from two players that you could spread out over these three lads, and it wouldn't increase the wage bill compared to last year. So let's just go with it. So you keep Salah on the same, so you don't use any of that money that you've just saved from them two players going. You give Van Dijk another 80, so that leaves you, what was it? I'm not doing well with maths today. So 150, take away the 80, so you've got another 70 grand left, which goes straight on Chent, pumps them up to 250. And that's literally just from Thiago and Matip. That doesn't take into consideration the young players you've sold or anything like that. That's just from Thiago and Matip. You could give these three players a pay rise and it wouldn't affect the wage bill from last year.
And that will then lead to, obviously, when Van Dijk and Salah do go, that their wages then can be pushed over to Trent within a way, and Trent would then become captain and be highest paid. So he just needs to grin and bear it. And I know it's frustrating for everyone, and if it's frustrating for us, and I know the players read all this kind of thing, they don't stay away from social media. They know what's going on, and if they're seeing the fans like this, thinking how are we reacting. How's that reacting in the dressing room? Are the lads come? Have you seen what the papers have wrote about us today? Or, what's going on? So it's coming from top down, bottom onto field. And I guarantee you, 100% guarantee you, the one person who's going to get the riffraff from this, and that's going to be Arnie.
I think Gavin mentioned that earlier on. To be fair, I just want to catch up some comments, guys, before I lose track of where we are. Ricky said, wouldn't surprise me if the club did something cheesy and announced one of them on Christmas Day. Probably wouldn't be surprised by that. All right, Brandon, I've seen your comment at the top here, mate. I've not had a chance to call you out, but even in Brandon, that's Mighty Red, guys, over on Instagram and TikTok. He's got a very big fan base already. I'm sure many of you know who it is, but go and obviously give him a like. Is it an Instagram or is it a follow on Instagram? I can't really remember, but go over and
he's on TikTok and he's on YouTube, and he does match previews or score reactions or score predictions. And he had Ryan Babel on. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah,
amazing stuff.
We've also had Bond put in here. If they want to leave, Liverpool should take the hit and let them leave on a free. We can't sell in January. If they leave in January, we will fall like a lead balloon. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, but absolutely. But the fact that we're letting 450 million's worth of players leave on a free is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yes, I understand losing them in January is dreadful, but fucking hell, man. Losing them on a free. Sorry, your mother's probably discussed it with my language. Can she hear me?
Oh no, I've got house to myself. I'm house watching.
The thing, Joe.
What?
You fucking muted me mic then, you bitch. It did come up on my screen. Host has muted your mic.
I didn't know where you'd gone. I didn't want you coming back in just like,
Martin rambles on bollocks. Yeah, Martin works for Gennard.
Richard the Red said, world-class players go on and on if they keep fit, which I kind of agree with. That's what the whole Maldini thing. Gav said, Salah and Van Dijk keeping us miles ahead of United.
Absolutely.
Scroll back down again. Scott, we've covered that one already. He reckons all three will sign and they'll spend for call next summer.
Yeah.
Ricky thinks that it's pretty certain that it won't be all three re-signing.
Yeah.
Gavin, beat Rail will show him we're serious still, in my opinion. I feel like Gavin, like if he's got his heart now set on going to Madrid, I don't think it really matters. If we beat Madrid, he'll just literally be like, that won't happen when I'm there. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Scott, famous Liverpool, can only do contract renewals in the transfer window. Mighty Reds 97. He'll chat to Trent tomorrow when we both got into rehab because he looks like Chiesa. Ricky, we've done this one already. Wouldn't surprise me if the club did something cheesy and announced one of them signing on Christmas Day. I think you mentioned that, Martin, didn't you? A few weeks ago, to be fair. I think you mentioned that. Richard the Red said it's logical what I've just mentioned about the wages. Scott again reckons John's waiting to sort out Linda's Xmas present before giving the cash for renewals. That's a good one. Visions left. He went earlier. I think we've both called him out on that, saying see you later. Mighty Reds, I actually earn 100k a week, please. Get it right, guys.
I thought Scott was coming on this week.
No, that's for the AKM after hours.
We're
going to do that, yeah. There's no guarantee, Cranky JD says, that they would invest it back into the squad, though, Sean.
No, you're right, but there's no... I mean, they can't say that, well, they don't have money to, to splash it out on the squad. So that,
We're just going to get... We tried.
Exactly.
Bond
says we won't get 450 mil with 6 months left on the contract. Yeah, that's not... I get what you're saying, Bond, but that's not what we said. I think I mentioned it a few weeks ago on a podcast.
They're worth
basically, if they were all renewed up to a level where this thing was not a problem, every one of them players is worth 100 million plus.
Easy.
So that's where that comes from. Where if you're looking at market value for that player, they are all worth 100 million. I get that right now we probably wouldn't even get 100 million for all three of them if we sold them in January, in all fairness. But if we're selling them for market value for what they can bring to the team they're going to, you're looking at nearly £500 million worth of talent walking out the door for now.
Absolutely.
And if he goes over, like I said in the past, you wait, and I shit you not, you wait for that Dubai sponsorship deal come over, Saudi deal.
Yeah. Gavin as well says City case will determine how long FSG stay, in his opinion. Yeah, I think if City get away with it, I think FSG might be like, what's the fucking point? But I think ever since the day that FSG bought Liverpool, not signed, there's always been an exit plan planned. They're not here for eternity. The goal is to sell Liverpool to spin it over and make a massive profit, which they could do right now. Like they bought Liverpool for 300 million. They could sell it now for about 5 billion.
I still think that I don't know how long, like you said, Adam. I don't know. I still think that our owners, who are potential owners, I still think it's going to be the lot from Newcastle with Amanda Staveley. You're going to start sniffing.
No, I don't think they're allowed to go from one club to another in that period of time. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't. Are you all right there, Adam?
I got fucking cramp in me.
I was like,
the plastic hip's not working for you now.
News just in and AKM live.
I just moved my leg and it just went right stiff, and I was like, oh fuck. Oh god, that's old age. Well,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think that FSG's head, their motto at the moment is their baby is they need to put their money into the Red Sox at the moment, and I think that's where all our money's going to go.
I don't think the Red Sox are their baby anymore. I think you could look at the Pittsburgh Penguins. You could look at the golf tournament in the Saudi League, which is the breakaway from the PGA. I'm just reading. I don't think the Red Sox are their darling, and I don't think Red Sox hold them in a great light either.
Well, I think the three of us, with all our members and stuff, if we put a couple of pounds, I think we could buy it because we are flying now.
Maybe. I'm struggling to buy a t-shirt right now. Where's gone now?
Where's gone now? Got car on road.
Oh no, I thought I'd lost the stream, then it vanished. I was just trying to see the chat and everything. Gavin reckons that someone from Dubai would pop in. Didn't we speak to Frank Carlisle about that?
Yeah.
Scott, nice speaking to you, mate. Hope you're doing well as well, pal. We'll get you on for the AKM After Hours. So that's a little tease for you guys. The next episode of the AKM After Hours for the members will be with Scott Cheetham.
Tune in, like and subscribe, and give us a follow.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you can also be a member, guys, from as little
Sports.
as $1.99 a month, and you also get entered into a giveaway prize on the 1st of every month as well. The next giveaway is for the Bobby Firmino book.
Oh, I can't believe I can't get it. I want it, but I'm not.
The December, I think that's what the 1st of December is the next draw. So those who are late coming in, from $1.99, guys. We're the Liverpool channel that gives something back. Do you know what I mean?
Or just buy us a coffee.
Or buy us a coffee at $1.99. No, wait a minute. Don't buy it. No. You need to be a member. No, I don't want a coffee. Runs through me. All right, Scott.
Hip hip hooray! I've seen that one. Yeah.
I think it was
NBA. Gavin reckons they're going to go try and buy some for NBA. I reckon NBA, NFL, one of them. Probably because they've got LeBron James involved now.
Have they not even floated the fingers in F1 or something, haven't they?
I think so. Yeah, I think they've got something to do with F1. Yeah.
They're just a pile of pricks, mate.
Bond says the Palace owner wants to buy Everton. I think I have seen that. He's trying to sell Palace to get into Everton. Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, if that happens, then then anything can happen. Then with Amanda Staveley, and Liverpool. Then,
yeah. So. We are a little bit behind, guys, with this, but I think now it is time. If everybody's still here and wanting to do this, it's time for, if I can sort my bloody thingy out, the world famous Seano quiz, which I do have a little thingy for, but it's taking forever to find. There we go. I hate using a MacBook.
What a weakest link. Goodbye.
So it's time, guys, for the world famous Seano quiz. Hope everyone is interested in jumping on. It was quite good fun last week. I just need to get a pen and paper, actually. So if you just give me a minute, so I can keep score of everything.
So I'll go through the rules, okay? So I'm going to ask a bunch of questions, and I want them answered immediately. The first 3 to get the correct answer gets 1 point. So the first 3 to get the answer correctly gets 1 point each. And then whoever scores the most points wins.
Yep.
Okay.
My excuses here just in time. Also, as well, guys, I don't know if Sean just mentioned it because I walked away to get the pen and paper. When we count down from 10, I'm going to put a line of the emojis in that the members can use, just so we've got the cutoff point of where the answers are up to. So that is for that one. So just so you're all aware, I'm going to just put one in now just so you can see it. So if you see this in the chat, that means we're not taking any more answers.
And I'm still here. I'm just going to make a brew.
Yeah. Okay. Put yourself on mute.
I am.
Right. So I hand over to you, Seano, and I will get ready to start taking note.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to another edition of Seano's world famous quiz, exclusive to AKM Live every Monday. So the first question, ladies and gentlemen, and as you know, the first 3 to get this answer correctly gets 1 point each. So as it goes, here's the first question. Best of luck to everyone involved. Who was the player of the season in 2009-2010? So this is Liverpool. Who was the player of the season for 2009-2010? Was it A, Pepe Reina? Was it B, Robbie Keane? Or was it C, Andy Carroll?
You need to send me the answer as well, mate.
Yeah, I'm sending you the answers. So, again, the Liverpool player of the season in 2009-2010, was it A, Pepe Reina, B, Robbie Keane, or C, Andy Carroll?
We've got the 3 in.
Have we got 3 in?
Mm-hmm.
So, I can only see. Oh, yeah, we do. So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, was A, Pepe Reina. So that was, have you got them down?
Yep.
You have it? Okay.
Yep. Muscusi just missed out.
Muscusi. So hold on a second till I just write the answer to number 2.
It's snowing near me now.
That wasn't the answer to this question. Whether it's
No, but
God, I'm such a dickhead. Okay, so question number 2. Question number 2. Are we all ready? What was the first team that Joe Fagan managed? What was the first team that Joe Fagan managed? Was it A, Bootle? Sorry. Was it B, Salford? Or was it C, Nelson? So was it A, Bootle, B, Salford, or C, Nelson?
Ricky, you might be a bit behind, pal. Just you might want to click live because you just answered a question when we were on the second one, mate. All right, I'll do the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it for that question.
So do you want to put in the emojis there?
Yep.
So the answer was actually C, Nelson. So this was in 1951 to 53. He was player manager. So there you go. So I'm going to just write down the answer to number 3. This is way more organized than last week, although it's a little bit slower. Number 3. How many years was Bob Paisley at Liverpool as a player, coach, and manager? How many years was Bob Paisley at Liverpool as player, coach, and manager? Was it A, 40? Was it B, 42? Or was it C, 44? A, 40, B, 42, or C, 44? Now, Muscusi is on about, I think, the last question there.
Yeah. All right, we've got the 3.
We've got the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer was 44. 44 years. Amazing when you think of it. Now.
So that was Gavin, Cranky JD, and Muscusi.
Okay, so are we all ready for question number 4? So question number 4. Who was Kevin Keegan sold to when he was at Liverpool? Who was Kevin Keegan sold to? Is it A, Bayern Munich, B, Juventus, or C, Hamburg? So when Kevin Keegan was at Liverpool, who was he sold to? Was it A, Bayern Munich, B, Juventus, or C, Hamburg?
All right. Got the 3 straight away.
Got the 3 straight away. So that was C, Hamburg.
So we got Bon, Ricky, Gav.
I'm really impressed with McDonald's. Okay, so we have the answers there. So the question number 5. So Kevin Keegan was sold to Hamburg, but what was the transfer fee? What was the transfer fee? Was it A, 250,000? Was it B, 500,000? Or was it C, 999,999? So was it A, 250,000, B, 500,000, or C, 999,999?
Got the 3 again.
Got the 3 again. So the answer to that was, of course, 500,000. 500,000.
So we got Gav, Ricky, and where's the other one gone? Ricky, Gav, and Bon.
Well done. Okay. So, question number 6. How many goals did Kevin Keegan score for Liverpool? How many goals did Kevin Keegan score for Liverpool? Was it A, 100, B, 146, or C, 157? That's A, 100 goals, B, 146 goals, or C, 157? Answers on a postcard, please. How many goals did Kevin Keegan score for Liverpool? A, 100, B, 146, or C, 157?
I do countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the answer was, and nobody got this right, it was A, 100 goals. 100 goals. So no points for anyone there. So, and okay, so we're on to question 7. Just typing in the answer here. Okay. So question number 7. How many appearances did I'll ask that again. How many appearances did Sir Kenny Dalglish make as a player for Liverpool? How many appearances did Kenny Dalglish make as a player for Liverpool? Was it A, 355? Was it B, 365? Or was it C, 375? So that's... Hello, Kat.
Jesus.
Was it A, 355, B, 365, or C, 375?
I think next week I'm going to join in on this quiz.
You can do.
Can do.
I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's why I don't. I do nothing.
You just can't be on the stream, so you can't see the private chat with all the answers in it. Right, I'll do it in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the answer to that was A, 355 appearances.
So we've got Bon and Cranky JD.
Yeah. Okay, so question number 8, ladies and gentlemen. How many goals did Dalglish score in those appearances? How many goals did Dalglish score in those appearances? Was it A, 108? Was it B, 114? Or C, 118? Was it A, 108, B, 114, or C, 118? How many goals did Dalglish score in those appearances? A, 108, B, 114, or C, 118? Okay, I think we have the answer.
10, 9, 8. Oh no, we got the
We have. So the answer to that. Have you put? Do you want to put in the?
Yeah, do it now. Done.
So the answer to that was C, 118. 118 goals did Kenny Dalglish score.
So we had Ricky, Bon, and Miscusi with that one.
Okay. Question number 9. Question number 9. Rafa Benitez was manager for 365 Liverpool games. How many did they win? Was it A, 174, B, 184, or C, 194? So Rafa Benitez managed 350 Liverpool games. How many did we win under Rafa? Was it A, 174, B, 184, or C, 194?
God, Adam, you breathe heavy, you.
That's the dogs.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, put the emojis in.
I don't think anybody got that right.
Nobody got that right. It was actually C, 194 games. So we won 194 games under Rafa Benitez. Fact. Rafa. Okay. Waffle. Okay, so this is the final question. So this is a Jurgen Klopp question. So on the 2nd of May 2018, Liverpool qualified for the Champions League final after beating who in the semi-finals? In the 2nd of May 2018, Liverpool qualified for the Champions League final after beating who in the semi-finals? Was it A, Chelsea, B, Roma, or C, Barcelona? Okay, hurry up with your answers, ladies and gentlemen. Was it A, Chelsea, B, Roma, or C, Barcelona?
All right, we got it.
We got it. Okay. So just put in your emojis.
Emojis.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay,
Cool.
so the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, was B, Roma. We beat them 7-6 on aggregate.
That was the year before we signed Alisson.
I was just about to ask that. Was that the year we bought Alisson? But you just
Yeah.
We played against him and we beat him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, that was a pretty good quiz, that, Sean. There was 3 questions where no one got the right answer.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even mind. I was going to use a quiz that I had drafted up last year.
Mhm.
I decided not to.
Oh yeah, you've been waiting for that one for ages, so you may as well do that next week.
Probably. Well, it's not multiple choice, so I actually just did that straight after work. I organized that.
Very clever. Pat on the back.
I appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. I'm just totting up now.
He's just totting up.
I think as well, what I'm going to do is literally just I'm going to keep a tally of the winners, and I think we might do a winners only quiz at the end of the season, shall we say?
That's a good one.
And then the winner gets a prize or something.
That's a fantastic idea.
That's great. Champions of champions.
Yeah. So we're looking at. So Garrett Turner was the winner of last week.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Garrett. Is it Garrett?
Yeah.
Copites Banfield.
There's something that the gut wants you to know.
1, 3. Have you got like a tiebreaker question, do you think, Sean, or that we could do between just a few people if there's a tie at the end of this?
Yes. What color is Adam's cat? Black? Is it white or black and white?
Right. So I think I've got everything. Let me just double check, make sure I've got everyone right.
A tofu toffee. Richard the Red, you're not wired up, you, mate. He got none.
Yeah. Right. So in last place this week, guys, we've got Richard with 1.
Well done, Richard.
We had Miscusi next with 2 points.
Well done, Miscusi.
In the next one up, 3rd. So this will be 4th overall. We've got Cranky JD with 3. In 2nd, shall we say, because there is a tie at the top. In 2nd, we've got Ricky with 4. And there's a tie between Gav and Bon, who both got 5 points.
Well done.
So if Gavin and Bon are still here, can you just put a comment in below, guys, and we'll have a quiz. Well, I guess we'll do like have you got a question now? We can do like a bonus round to see who's the actual winner.
Yeah, I do. Let me just find a suitable one.
Ricky got 2nd again.
Second.
Try harder. I wouldn't have got any of them. I didn't know any of them.
So Gavin's still here. So if Bon's not here, I think Gavin wins automatically.
Oh God, don't do that. Bon, are you there?
Bon, are you there?
Hello, Bon.
Give him 10 seconds.
Do the Bon. Do the Bon. Hold on, no, don't give him 10 seconds. Just let's see if he. Bon.
Yeah, he's here. Bon's here. Bon's still here.
Is he there? Brilliant. Okay.
This question, guys, is literally just for Gavin and Bon to see who wins the 2nd stage of the world famous Seano quiz. So, have you got a question ready for me? Is it multiple choice, Seano?
I'll make it a multiple choice. Hold on now.
So, whichever one out of you two answers this first, and obviously correct, text the prize today, and you get entered into the Champions of Champions quiz come the end of the season.
I like my little bit of knowledge has been paid off. That's two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just typing in the answer here. Okay.
I need to get
So,
like a sound effect or something.
whoever gets this answer correctly, whoever gets it first wins.
Mm-hmm.
And this is between Gavin and Bon. So Gavin and Bon, please give me the thumbs up. Let me know that you are still here and ready to take this question. This is the tiebreaker. Okay. Are we ready?
Hold on, Sean. There's a couple of seconds delay between us talking and it going live. Yeah, the both of you still there. Right, go.
Okay. How many caps has Bobby Charlton have for England? Is it A, 100, B, 106, or C, 110? How many caps has Bobby Charlton have for England? A, 100, B, 106, or C, 110? What are you laughing at?
I was trying to do some tense heartbeat music, but it didn't work.
All right, okay. Oh,
So you both, I'm going to call it there. You both got the question right, but it goes by whoever's comment pops up first. And Bon's got the correct answer. So Bon, you are the champion this week.
Celebrations, right? Come on.
Woo!
So Bon takes the win this week. I'll add you to the list, mate, with Gareth Turner, Copites of Anfield for the Champions of Champions showdown come the end of the season. Hopefully you guys can join us again for the Seano World Famous Quiz next week. I am going to create some music for that because I feel like we need a bit of tense music and everything like that. And in fact, I might actually create like a little jingle as like a countdown for how long they've got left for the to answer the question. So
I like that. Yeah.
Well.
Richard the Red.
Yeah, well done, Bon, on that. Unlucky, Gavin, mate. There must have been seconds between you. It
was 2028. So literally, like by a millisecond.
A Milner second.
Bon got it, and
well done, So I think, guys, we're coming towards the end of the podcast, but I just have one last thing I want to talk about, actually. I think I'd get copyright struck for countdown theme, Gav, but I'll try and come up with something similar, like a clock ticking or something like that, to give us like a bit of a countdown. Yeah,
maybe do something kind of funny, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should have a countdown of Seano's freaking rants.
Right, go on, Sean.
Don't you fucking do this.
Oh, that's nice of you, Gavin, with the sportsmanship there, fair play, Bon.
Fair play.
So I just want to get your guys' opinions on this. This was a question I asked in another video the other day, actually, as well. So Liverpool seem to be being linked with a lot of left backs and strikers lately. Like the most recent one has been Milos Kerkez at Bournemouth. Now, when I first covered that, I kind of thought, obvious link, Richard Hughes coming from Bournemouth, Richard Hughes signed in, blah, 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 blah. But it is getting a lot of traction in Hungary, where he's from, same place as Szoboszlai.
Have they the same agent?
No, not as far as I'm aware. I haven't looked that deep into it. I think it was weird when I searched his contract details up and that. He didn't have an end date to his contract when he signed in 2023. So I'm guessing if he signed a 5 or 6 year deal, you're probably looking at 2028, 2029. But he's 21 years of age. Gavin sent me some earlier saying that Liverpool have asked for permission to talk to Kerkez from Bournemouth. Liverpool have offered 35 million and Bournemouth want 45 million.
Typical.
Just give him the fucking money.
The thing for me, if we were to sign a left back and spend that much money on him, surely Tsimikas or Robertson's on the way. So the question is for you two. Out of them two, which one's going? I gather it's probably going to be Tsimikas. But
Yeah, I think Tsimikas should go.
I think we need to sell one of them before you sign Kerekes. There's no way we can have 3 starting left backs on the books. So I'll open up to you, Martin, first, since I always got Sean off first. Like, do you think there's anything in this, considering all the stories are coming from Hungary now, which sometimes gives it a bit of validity? And out of the 2 of them, which one do you reckon goes to Metway?
Right. Well, I seen a little bit of info on this the other day. On that is maybe Tsimikas would be used as either a make way, player plus cash, or as a swap deal. You know what? You're both a pair of pricks. You really are. I like that for you. No, to be honest, and you are both gonna probably laugh at me. I'd keep Tsimikas and I'd keep the new one coming in because Robbo's on his way. He's losing his pace. He's not the same Robbo. Now, if it was a couple of years ago, as I'd said, yeah, get rid of Tsimikas, but Robbo's not getting any faster, and I think a little bit of time and effort, Tsimikas could fit that role with the other guy.
Yeah, I agree with what Bond's just popped up here with. I don't think Slot rates Robertson.
No, I don't.
I honestly don't think he does. I'll hand over to you, Shauna. What's your thoughts?
For the change, I'd actually agree with Martin there. I think, and I also agree with Bond. I don't think Slots rates Robertson. I love Robertson, absolutely adore him, and I think, what a great story he has in world football. That he, started from the bottom. Now I'm here, kind of thing. He's just it's a fantastic story, his career, and he's done amazing stuff for the club. But I do think that he's lost a yard or 2 in pace. I think it really shows when we're up against a tough team. They seem to really kind of get us on the left-hand side. And then Tsimikas comes on. So I think Robertson would go, you know.
And he's a great character. He's loved around the training right around.
He's great.
He's a joker.
But, I love him. I mean, I wouldn't want to see him go, but if you can't justify, unless you're fucking Chelsea, you can't justify 3. Sorry, Mrs. Naylor. You can't. You can't justify 3 left backs unless you're Chelsea.
Can we just ask Gavin? He's saying what he could see Robbo at Celtic. Was it Brendan who signed Robertson, weren't it?
No, I think it was Klopp.
Was it not?
I don't know. I'll look actually. That's a good question. Hold on.
Because I think that would be a great fit for Robbo as well at Celtic. I'm sure it was Brendan who brought him in.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think so. Because
50p went to United from Hull as well.
Because Gomez is our longest serving player.
So it says here that Robertson was signed by Klopp, but Liverpool have Brendan Rodgers to thank for signing him. So I'm just having a quick look at what this says, why we have to thank him. Let's have a look. It's got something to do with the with Rodgers selling Kevin Stewart to Hull. They were able to sign Robbo for 8 million plus add-ons. During the deal, they were able to cover the entire fee by selling Kevin Stewart. Right, okay. So they sold Kevin Stewart to Hull after Brendan Rodgers had been playing him, and they convinced him to sign. Rodgers convinced Stewart to sign. It's a bit of a bullshit fucking statement, as this actually now I'm looking at. Basically, what they're trying to say is because Brendan Rodgers signed Kevin Stewart to join Liverpool and convinced him to leave Spurs, and then because Liverpool then sold Stewart to Hull, and then we bought Robbo for the same amount of money that we sold Stewart for, then that's thank you, thingy. But yeah, but yeah, good idea though. Good idea. With that, it makes sense. The thing though with Robbo, if like a Dundee player, I don't know what the history is even with him. And wasn't he rejected by Celtic when he was a kid? I don't know if I'm or Rangers or something. I can't remember.
No, he wasn't Rangers. I think he was with Motherwell. I think.
It's snowing.
It's been snowing here for the past half hour.
Yeah, but you're up in mountains.
Last Christmas, I gave you.
What's
his name?
Start.
He did actually. It says here Robbo was a youth player for Celtic, but was released in 2009. So that'd be a good way to end his career, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as Cranky JD said, there he's a Celtic fan. So yeah, good shout. That good shout.
See, he is one, right? He is, for me. If we were going to bring them other two in, or keep Simicast and bring the other one in, with all due respect to Robbo, I would allow him to make his own choice on where, run his own contract down, and allow him that departure and go on a free, because he deserves to have that choice.
Isn't his contract though the next one that's going to
next
be
year?
Yeah, this time next year, Robbo. Yeah, same as
So I think they'll probably
Kanate.
So I think they'll let him go on the free.
Yeah, and he that would be justifiable, I think, because he's been a long servant at Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm actually going to just.
I'm not a big fan of players leaving on a free, if I'm honest.
I know, but he's done so much for us in his prime. I think he should be allowed that little bit of respect, just to take his own route in life.
John Henry said just sell in summer.
I hope it's not John W. Henry. Get LeBron James off the cop, for God's sake.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen that fucking shirt? Wow, what a shirt that Adidas one is.
The green
one.
one.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I saw
the red one.
The red
looks nice.
Lovely, yeah.
Looks nice.
I love that detail. Liverpool, Adidas just know Liverpool.
The green one though is gorgeous. Imagine now if we had all three of those players that are their contract is running down. Imagine if we kept them and the shirt sales.
Yeah. Did you know? I probably.
I thought so, but apparently, sorry to interrupt mine, but I just looked for something. Then Mo Salah's sponsors Adidas, so that'd be pretty cool as well, wouldn't it?
Did you know that over in the Eastern European countries that every sale generated for Liverpool Football Club merchandise, not a single penny of that goes to Liverpool or goes to FSG?
That's what Frank told you. Frank told you that.
Yeah, I heard it on the TalkSport this morning as well.
To my TalkSport.
Was it? Yeah, that's the fact that it's out in public domain. That's interesting, isn't it? Like it wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. Don't surprise me at all. Yeah. Is he any other business, lads? Any other business?
Well, obviously, we need to give a big shout out and thank you to Fibersportmemorabilia, Fibersportmemorabilia.com. They also have a group called Fibersports Group, the only FSG that I like, and they have a fantastic draw there coming up. There's a great few prizes there. I think I've tagged you guys in it because, like, I can't get over how good the prizes are. I'll just give you an idea of what is up here. So they have £9 per entry or 3 entries for 24. So the multiple prizes, you have a chance of winning multiple prizes. So the first one is Jurgen Klopp 23-24 signed home jersey. Bonus ball. And then you have an A3 signed Trent Alexander-Arnold photo in gold pen. First ball draw. Then you have James Milner with the Champions League 16x2. That's the second ball drawn. Adam Lallana with the Premier League. That's an A3. Third ball drawn. Curtis Jones signed A3 montage. That's fourth ball drawn. Timicast signed montage photo. Fifth ball. Darwin Núñez signed original cop art. That's cop art in Belfast to are linked with Fibersportmemorabilia, and it's 6 ball drawn. So that they'll be drawn on the closest lotto to all numbers being filled and participants paying. So a fantastic thing. I've entered, I'd say 6 times there. I think, Adam, have you entered? You haven't yet, but it's a fantastic thing, and they're doing, you know, they have just done a signing with Jordan Henderson. I've got a Liverpool jersey signed by Klopp, which is incredible. I'll have that forever. Incredible stuff. So yeah, check them out. Fibersportmemorabilia or Fiber Sports Group, and the Cop Art, which is all based in Belfast. And then if you want to buy any lovely SD Designs 2020, you can check that on Redbubble. And you know, I'd be designing the stuff that you want to buy.
And let me say as well to that, what he's saying about his designs, the fabric material is fantastic.
Oh, I appreciate that, Martin. Appreciate that.
It's like proper. You'd think it'd be the really thin t-shirt wear, but it's not. It's really thick, and it's really it sits nice on you as well.
Martin has 2 or scarves with they're kind of like tapestries or banners. He's got 2 banners. He's got 2 t-shirts off me. One that we went over in Spain with.
FSG.
FSG.
Hey Adam, sorry Sean, did you ever see that video? I don't know where it is because that fucking ball bag got me back though. You come through Alicante Airport.
Yeah, you sent me. Yeah. It was like Pornhub, gay
Pornhub.
You're a fucker. You were. I fucking walked out and people laughing at me, and I'm like, "Fuck, what's happened?" Because he said that he was going to play a prank on me, and he had this big, massive fucking. Oh yeah.
Gay Pornhub casting.
Yeah.
And he walked straight over to me, and do you know what he did? Give me a big hug.
and a kiss with tongues.
Oh, that
was very funny. All 3 wearing the new Adidas kit in the with new contract videos. Absolutely, that's going to be a money maker. That jersey will sell out like that. Those jerseys, every single one of them.
I've hated New Balance. I hate Nike, but I have always had a soft spot for Adidas, mate. Because after dinner, I did a shit. That's what it stands for.
I don't think they ever use that as a. Anyway, we're going to get sued.
Yeah, probably get what is it? Shadow banned or something now. Before we do go, I'm just going to play that partnership one more time for you all. As Seano mentioned in Fibersportmemorabilia. This video is in partnership with Fibersportmemorabilia, whose mission is simple, guys, to provide sports fans, collectors and enthusiasts with a diverse selection of authentic sports memorabilia that captures the essence of sporting greatness. From autographed jerseys and boots to game-worn equipment and limited edition prints, their collection will be the treasure trove of sporting history. They take great pride in their commitment to authenticity and ensure that every item they offer undergoes a meticulous verification process. Every item that they sell is an authentic item obtained by themselves and only by themselves, leaving no room for doubt. I'd like to take this moment to thank Fibersportmemorabilia for being the partner of AKM LFC. That's pretty cool. I still can't get over I did that. I'm just going to blow my own trumpet because nobody else is going to do it. I smashed that.
We have fucking blew you up on that. I even said, like, mate, and you need to do a voiceover when I'm not going to hear one.
Just didn't want to hear that again. The other thing that I want to just to give a shout out is to Cop Art, who are in business with Fibbers. I think they're in the same building in Belfast. I got a lovely picture of kind of a painting or a print of Bobby Firmino, and it was actually signed by Bobby Firmino. So that's another thing that I have from Fibbers and Cop Art. So they're really, really, I mean, guys, just check it out. It's you get the certificate of authenticity. I can't even pronounce
authenticity.
Authenticity. and you can then check it then on their website. So yeah, it's really, really good, and top lads, a lot of them.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get
sorry,
them on
lads,
the show.
I keep looking at the snow. Sorry, lads, I keep looking at the snow outside the door.
Wanna go and play? Do you
I
want
had
seen
snow
what,
for years.
Bring out the camera out in the snow and let's see it.
Yeah, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
It ain't
You know
really
what I mean, bruv?
It's not really settled. Hold on a minute then.
I don't have any snow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing it and seeing it there for...
I've got nothing.
Oh, look at that. It's sticking. Is
Yeah.
it sticking?
Adam sticks to anything.
Adam, you have to do a snow angel now.
Yeah, go on, live. Do it.
No,
Go.
Angel.
Like a millimetre deep on grass. Are you
Just
joking?
go and do it. Do it live. Don't be a shitbag. Oh, yeah, let's have a vote. Does anyone want to see Adam go and do a snow angel live on stream now? Shitbag. I'd do it, but we've got no snow. It's not sticking.
I tell you, I will be getting all those 3 Adidas jerseys. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else I want to mention? Oh yeah. Anyone that's still here that's interested, I've launched AKM Games. If you look on YouTube, Games AKM, it's a gaming YouTube channel where I'm going to start covering some gaming news in a very similar format how to do the Liverpool news. I need 50 subs to get able to live stream. So if anyone could just,
I'll sub to you, but
Help me
I'm not a massive gamer. Like, I don't even know how to play FIFA.
yeah,
And also make sure that you go onto our Facebook page, which is Adam Naylor LFC. We're hoping to change that to AKM LFC, but you know, Facebook being Facebook. But I work on most of the posts there.
Yeah,
kind of
it's all
keeps you
down
up
to
to date.
Seano. I'm gonna, massive thank you for Seano for the Facebook page and everything. Like, it was your idea and you're the one that's pushing it. So anything that's on there, guys, go and support Seano. I know it's like my name, but go and support Seano and this channel by following that on Facebook. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much done, lads. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, next time make sure it's in the
Yes.
proper studio.
One thing that I'm going to actually say, the Republic of Ireland absolutely got hammered by England, right, there the other night on Sunday. And disappointed to see some of the comments on social media referring to an incident in our history, not even an incident, a tragedy in our history, comparing the bloody Sundays and this Sunday. And just be better, guys. It's football. That rivalry between Englishman and Irishman, it's gone. It's gone. And it's not a joke. I mean, innocent people were killed on both bloody Sundays. And yeah.
I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm laughing at myself going like, it sounds like the beginning of a joke, that an Englishman and an Irishman.
Oh, I only got you fucking...
Yeah, you did that the other week. I should have jumped on and had the Scouser on it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that one. Football is football, and England and Ireland have moved on from all that shite.
Yeah,
I agree. I second that. We've all moved on and everything. So yeah. I hope I've not offended Gavin there when he's put no call for that world would be a horrible place. I hope I've not.
no, he was going on about what Sean just said. He's agreeing that it shouldn't be that should be him.
Okay, cool.
Because they're very, very kind of sensitive topics, and certainly something that you wouldn't be very proud of that history.
I think it's just the world that we live in now. You can't, people just take things the wrong way.
Social
Say
media,
shit, don't they? It's just bollocks, mate.
But I mean, it's bad enough getting absolutely trashed 5-0 after 54 minutes of keeping it 0-0. And then we get fucking trashed 5-0. So yeah, there you go.
Cool. Right then, guys. Follow up the channel, subscribe, give it a like if you've not done so already on this live. SD Designs, Fibersportmemorabilia, AKM Games. Go over and subscribe, guys, so I can get to 50 and just start live streaming over there. I didn't even know that was a thing until the other day. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for Martin and Seano for joining. I will be back with some videos if there's anything to talk about, probably a match preview and stuff like that for the game at the weekend. Other than that, guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. And we'll probably see you. Well, we will see you this time next week, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.